There is 125 million woodcutting XP. Very nice. Alright, so I'm recording another video. Hopefully this doesn't oversaturate your subscription feed or home feed, whatever you're watching on today. But yeah, I've been doing some wraths for the past week, ever since I unlocked the full set from Guardians of the Rift. That was a bit of a grind for me. I didn't really enjoy the minigame that much. I know some people have said they've liked it, and some people have said they didn't. I think I'm in the camp of not liking it. I don't really know why. It's hard to put my finger on. Just really overly complicated for no reason. I think that's a common theme with updates these days. But yeah, I'm just more of a simple person. I like chopping willow trees and not worrying about anything else. Not having to get any gear for it other than a rune axe. That's just kind of my play style. But yeah, I've probably gained about 1 million runecrafting XP, which equates to like 150k or so a day, something like that. I'm not sure the exact number, but so I've been making like about 10 mil GP per day with the current price of wrath runes. Speaking of which, they're actually going up a lot, which is fantastic. I think they're like 340 something right now as we speak, but they seem to fluctuate occasionally. So I've been taking on the strategy of dumping them whenever the price goes up, and yeah, they just keep going up. So I've been selling. I sell them like daily, probably whatever I make in the day, and just put in the GE. I don't know. I'm not really sure what the best way of doing that is, but I think that's a good idea, because you don't know whether they're gonna go up or down. I think I have a good idea of what's a good price for them though, so that's the way I'm going about it. So yeah, I've actually got a little bit of a strategy here going on with the woodcutting and runecrafting simultaneously. I'm not doing it very well because I'm recording right now, but every time I get to the altar there, I switch trees, and what that does is it makes it so it resets the timer for the other tree. So once I switch back to it, it won't fall. So you can just keep switching between trees and they'll just never fall because of the forestry update. Yeah, if you don't know what plugin I'm using the camera keys plugin, which you can set to a hotkey, and it changes the direction you want it to go. So you can set it to north, south, east, west, and I have those mapped on. I have a secondary numpad plugged into my computer with a USB. So that's what I'm using. I'm really loving this method. It brings me back to Abyss runecrafting. I kind of miss it, but this is better money and not really worth doing that. So yeah, occasionally I do take damage from these dragons, which is kind of annoying. I've been using Karamblans to heal. I don't really know what's the best thing to use, but they're something that you can has a small tick delay, so if I need to eat multiples, then I can eat them quicker than normal food, I guess. So that's the one upside to Karamblans. You know, I do get a bit of downtime in this method running from the cave entrance to the cave exit, I suppose is what this is. And I've considered playing another account. I did try playing Coal Miner, and I know I've been getting comments about that account. I still play it occasionally. It's just not really something I feel like recording. Anyway, what I was trying to say was, yeah, I did play it for a bit. I've been doing some wildy furnace gold and trying to get my crafting level up to get a power ammy, but to no luck, because for some reason the world hopper has been not great recently. I've seen some people in Discord complain about it, but I think they're referring to Jagex accounts mostly. I don't have a Jagex account on that, so don't know why. But anyway, I usually hit world hop limit within like 10 minutes for some reason, and it used to be like multiple hours before I would hit it, at least. So I don't really know what's going on, but I can't really feasibly do the method for very long, so it's kind of my main source of crafting XP on that account, and I'm just not feeling like playing because of it. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, the biggest issue with Jagex accounts right now, from what I've heard, is that it's because of that fact, because the world hopper is just like really broken on those, and you'll just hit the limit very quickly, and it's stopping people from making a Jagex account. I'm just not making my accounts Jagex accounts because I'm I don't know, just in opposition at all times to Jagex. I'm just salty about the things they do more than anything. So if they tell me I need to do something, I'm not going to do it. I think that if I do end up playing accounts on the side, I don't know if I want to keep making videos on them. I don't want to like say for sure there won't be any more episodes of No Shop, No Quest, but I just don't have the motivation to record anything. It has nothing to do with like playing the account. I guess I'm also not super into the account right now. I've kind of completed mostly everything I wanted to. The rest of it's just like a lot of XP grinding, which is cool, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling it right now. So sorry about that if you enjoyed the series, but yeah, I just don't feel like playing it. I think if I do end up playing it again, I'll probably just throw some clips into these Ramble videos, and maybe those of you who still care about the account can get some updates every now and then whenever I've hit some sort of milestone. Same with like the Zaya account. I did make a couple episodes of that account in the past, and I actually did continue playing it a lot, and just didn't record anything because I no longer had the motivation to record for it for some reason. But I still enjoyed playing the account, and I kind of wanted to get back to it. And I don't know if it's entirely feasible to do the methods I'm doing right now while playing that account. It seems like it could be, but I also just don't want to like waste my money if I'm gonna burn out of it quickly. So I'm not really sure. I've been contemplating bonding it up, so to speak, soon, but I don't know. It's also not like extremely AFK what I'm doing right now. So I think the best thing I could do on that account is like some agility, maybe some like not very efficient Shazian course, because I'd have to prioritize these two accounts obviously over that one, and I wouldn't be clicking the obstacles every perfect tick, so it's okay though. And then I'd have a occasional farm run break. That's something I do like about the account, is the farm runs. Plus there's the whole Zaya expansion with Varlamore. I'd have to like do that quest and stuff. I believe that's another exception that Zaya accounts have made, is what is it called, something of the sun, or I don't even know. That quest, I think it's in Varrock, and yeah, Zaya accounts have made that exception of doing it so that they can unlock more of Zaya, which is kind of what Varlamore is, an expansion of Zaya. On the minimap, you can't quite travel there by land, but yeah, eventually it will become a part of Zaya by land, I assume. So I don't know, there's a lot of content there. I wouldn't mind exploring as well. It's Zaya to me is like, I'm not really, I don't know, it's kind of cool to me just because it's a part of RuneScape that I haven't experienced. Like, this current version or current landmass we all know is something we've all seen a million times and know what every crevice of it looks like. So it's fun to try out new things, I suppose. But it's just not really a part of the main game to me. It's like a separate entity. It's also kind of just the account is sort of fun to me because there are essentially 0 other level 3 Zaya accounts, so it's like new territory that essentially I have to come up with the metas of what's the best thing to do and the best course of action for certain skills, formulating ideas for how to do things efficiently. It's kind of fun. Like, it's kind of reminds me of when I started playing free to play on old school. I didn't know a whole lot, and I kind of just, no one else knew that much either, honestly. So it was kind of like formulating your own path to training your skills in a way that that wasn't already laid out beforehand. So yeah, I had to come up with a lot of my own metas for playing pause, getting the level 99s and such, like like runecrafting. Had to get a little creative using alts and stuff, since the best methods were well, really body runes weren't really a thing, or body tiaras, because the skull scepter would degrade, and you had to get each piece. There's no fragments for it. So it wasn't really a feasible method whatsoever. So Earths were the only option, and solo Earths without energy potions were like 18k XP per hour. So obviously I had to increase that some way, and the only thing I could think of course, was alternate accounts. So that's what I did for 99 on pause. If you didn't know already, played 3 alternate accounts, ran with my main to the Earth altar a bajillion times for probably about 45k an hour max once I started getting good at the method. And that was all before like plugins and stuff, so had to right click everything, and trade options weren't so super easy either. Yeah, RuneLite makes things so much easier, you have no idea. Previously I was gaining prior XP daily, and kind of aiming, I think I was aiming for about 100k XP a day, pretty close to an hour of prayer. You can get a bit more than that per hour technically, but it's about an hour, and it's a nice round number. That's what I was going for. Haven't really done that in a while. It probably would be smart to do it, just because I do have a stream of revenue on my RuneScape account since I've been doing Wrath runes now. So it is kind of a feasible method. Beforehand I wasn't really playing alts that much, other than doing Vyres occasionally, and they're just not really that great of GP per hour. But yeah, in order to take out a chunk of the slower skills and more devastating skills like runecrafting prayer, I should probably start doing some on my main account to get a chunk of it gone before I actually have to grind it out entirely. I don't really know, I don't want to commit to anything, just because, like, again, this is a game. I'm trying to have as much fun as possible and not treat it like I don't know, too seriously, I guess. But I have been kind of itching to try training other skills as well, just to mix up the grind a little bit. Perhaps what I'll do is just buy some supplies, some body talismans and tiaras and ashes and big bones, and whenever I'm in the mood to do something else than woodcutting, maybe I'll do that. Or if I don't feel like runecrafting, I'm in my alt or something like that, I'll do like an hour of those skills just because why not? I don't really want to like sit down and like grind prayer or runecraft for a week straight, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to just do it every time I felt like it. That's kind of a good way of thinking about the skills, because I do occasionally desire to train them. So yeah, I don't really have a topic for this video. I sometimes I feel like I just talk about absolutely nothing, and I don't know, maybe you guys find it entertaining at least, because I am talking about the game, I suppose, but sometimes I feel like I need more structure to these videos. I don't know, let me know what you think, if you prefer it with or without. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but Wrath runes are, you can craft about 10,000 of them per hour with the various perks I have, and teleports. So yeah, with that in mind, the current price of them are about 340, as I said, meaning you can make about 3.4 mil an hour with this method, which is actually crazy. I think at one point early on when Wraths came out, they were even more. I can't remember exactly how much they were, but it was probably like almost close to double, I think, what they are now. I'm not sure, but they were really good at one point. I kind of wish RuneCraft could always be like super profitable, but it's alright. It's good at this rate. I'm not complaining at all. I used to have people ask questions in the comments, and I'd occasionally answer them in the next video if I thought it was a good question, so I wouldn't mind bringing that back. I haven't had anybody ask anything in a while, so I think it'll help guide the topics in the video rather than me just rambling. I guess, again, it is called a ramble video, so maybe that's the point, but it would be nice to have some audience feedback as well. So if you have any questions for me, then, or hypothetical questions, it could be any kind of question. If I think it's a good question, I'll answer it on the video, and it'll be the question of the video. We'll call it that. But I think that's actually going to be it for this video today. I talked long enough. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully I can make another video soon. Again, I do kind of want to get back into recording, but I'm not gonna hold myself to that if I don't feel like recording something. So this is just for fun. I make videos, so yeah. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.